Welcome back to my channel. Stay tuned to our channel for sports and entertainment news all the time. Please subscribe the channel. 5 best wins of Canelo Alvarez's career, including his record-breaking title unification TKO. Canelo Alvarez is one of the most entertaining boxers in the world, with an impressive resume of victims who have fallen to the Mexican inside the ring. Since Canelo's debut as a 15-year-old prodigy in Mexico, he has gone from strength to strength, becoming one of the highest-paid men in boxing. His $400 million deal with Riyadh Seasons puts him among boxing's richest fighters, which he thoroughly deserves after a career of impressive victories. Here are 5 of the biggest and best wins of Canelo's career, starting with a record-breaking title win against an undefeated star. 5. Canelo Alvarez stopped Billy Joe Saunders in front of a record-breaking crowd. A record indoor boxing crowd saw Canelo stop Billy Joe Saunders with a thunderous uppercut to unify the super middleweight belts in 2021. He ended the Englishman's undefeated 30-0 record in front of over 73,000 fans in Texas, fracturing his orbital bone with a brutal right uppercut in the 9th round. Despite announcing pre-fight that only the referee could stop the fight, Saunders' corner threw in the towel before the 9th, handing Canelo a historic title win. 4. Caleb Plant was finished by Canelo Alvarez to become the first 168-pounds undisputed champion. Canelo made history on November 6, 2021, by becoming the first undisputed super middle champion at the expense of Caleb Plant. The pair had a scuffle in the press conference to heat up this feud, which pitted the top 2 super middleweights in the world against one another. Plant did impress at times in the bout, but after 11 rounds, he had nothing more to give. Canelo forced a stoppage in the 11th round to take home the IBF title, adding it to his sizable collection of belts to become the undisputed king of the super middleweight division. 3. Canelo jumped up to 175 pounds to knock out Sergey Kovalev in 2019. Canelo won gold on his debut at light heavyweight when he ascended the weight classes to finish Sergey Kovalev in their 2019 clash. He wore down the Russian with a defensive performance, rolling with the punches and dominating with counter-punches with incredible accuracy. It was a patient performance that paid dividends in the 11th round, when a series of strong punches ended in a lethal combination that knocked Kovalev out cold, almost knocking him out of the ring with his power. 2. Canelo Alvarez finished Amir Khan in 6 rounds with a brutal knockout. The incredible power Canelo possesses was on full show when he destroyed Amir Khan in their world title fight back in 2016. Khan spent the fight running from Canelo to save himself from certain defeat, but he couldn't delay the inevitable for long. At the end of the 6th round, the right hand of Canelo found its mark, knocking Khan out as he stood, in an incredible finish to the fight. Khan had no hope of getting up, and Canelo earned one of the most spectacular knockouts of his career. 1. Canelo bounced back from a controversial draw to beat GGG in their rematch. Almost exactly a year after their controversial draw, Canelo put on one of the performances of his life to hand Gennady Golovkin just the 2nd loss of his professional career. The Mexican fighter took GGG all 12 rounds, winning via split decision at the end of a legendary title clash. The bout cemented Canelo as the pound-for-pound king and the #1 fighter on the planet. He had beaten all comers up until that point, but none of them were on GGG's level at that moment in time. The win made Canelo a bigger star than he ever could have imagined and is by far his greatest victory in the ring.